Hello. I wanted to do a quick post about my favorite podcasts. Now, you guys know that I love reading. I love Audible. So most of my time has been spent on Audible. But I've discovered some podcasts that are really bombastic, that are really amazing. Bombastic. I don't know if that's a word, but I just used it. Cool. So I wanted to walk you through some of my favorite podcasts. The very top one, which is actually a recent one that was created, is Masters of Scale with Reid Hoffman. As you guys know, I have a funny bone and I love the funnies. And most of my news that I get are Saturday afternoons after Wait, Don't Tell Me has come out. I don't think I've missed an episode. I don't know for how many years. I love this show. It's hilarious. So if you want something during your weekend to catch you up on what happened in the news, but without watching the news and depressing, if you want to laugh, just listen in on Wait, Don't Tell Me. The new one that I just started listening to, because a lot of people recommended it, is the Startup Podcast. And so I've just started. So far, it's good. It's not as amazing as Masters of Scale, but I've only listened to like 2 episodes. So, but seriously, Masters of Scale, oh my god, I'm obsessed. You should be obsessed. You should listen. The next one is, there's not really new content on for the meditation station, but this has some really phenomenal meditations. Sometimes in the morning, I want to listen to specific meditation for a specific thing, or if I'm running a race, there's an athletic event meditation, there's a healing meditation, there's a dealing with anxiety, there's dealing with grief, there's like all kinds of meditations for different things that might happen in your life, and they're really cool, they're really helpful. Cool. Next one that I listen to is the Tony Robbins podcast. Now, it's not always Tony Robbins talking. If you can imagine, Tony Robbins has basically access to anyone in the world he wants access to. He's friends with them. They hang out, they're buddies. They go to the island and hang out on their individual islands together. So he knows everyone. So the Tony Robbins podcast, I've heard stories from like the founders of Airbnb. There's content on marketing. There's some really great business content if that's something that you are into, but there's also just like life content, which is pretty cool. I was also recommended How I Built This. I haven't listened to any yet, but I have high hopes and I will let you know how it goes. Now, the next one that I listened to from another recommendation is the James Altucher Show. And it's this guy who, for a while, was like, I don't know if he was like living out of a van or he like super minimalist living. But anyway, he like chats with all these people and he asks some really great questions. And so again, they're phenomenal business people, just influencers of our time, and really great content. Not as funny or as engaging as Masters of Scale. So again, really recommend it. Tim Ferriss show has some good stuff. He's a little bit more like, I don't know, too practical, too like, it's less entertaining. I know people love Tim Ferriss. I think he's great. His content's great. It's just not at the top of my podcast list. But he does have some really great content. He has interviews with Tony. He has interviews with a bunch of badass people, and he asks some really great questions that help you take the best practices that those people have in their lives and apply them to your life. One that I have listened to and I really do like is The School of Greatness with Lewis Howes. So he has some amazing people coming on board. So like he'll interview Sarah Blakely, he'll interview, I don't know, I've listened to a few. And the School of Greatness is a little bit more holistic. He includes conversations around like spirituality and health, and so it seems a little bit more broad in terms of the type of, and it's just more inspirational. He has these 5 to 7 minute clips where his whole thing is literally just to inspire you. And that feels good. Who doesn't want to be inspired once in a while? Now, some other ones that I have, but I haven't listened to, slash have listened to, but don't follow too much. It's We Study Billionaires, the investor podcast. I really should get on that. And you can see a little, the exclamation point on the right-hand side means I haven't listened to it in a while or downloaded new episodes. How to Start a Startup, for those of you that are starting a startup. Hidden Brain. I love the brain. I think some of you guys know that. I love, 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 love the brain. So just learning about how our brain works is something that I can totally geek out on. And then there's Science Friday. And so again, I love science. I love, 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 love science. And so when I get my fix of science, which you can see I haven't in a while, it's just the best. And then finally, the last one is the Harvard Business Review IdeaCast. So it's pretty short episodes, really good content, really good info. So with this list, you can't go wrong. Some really great stuff. And yeah, go kick some butt. Listen to some good stuff. When we're always growing, you are a reflection of who you hang out with, but also the content and the ideas that are around you at all times. And so I push you to surround yourself with bigger ideas, with bigger goals, with people who are really living up to their potential, because that will drive you to live up to your potential. All right, well, I have a meeting to run to, so mwah, mwah, kisses and hugs, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.